And I know when I'm done, I'm just like, yeah, I think this is over.
Okay, so
So for me, this small like new characters every so often would work out really well. Like what Silas said,
okay, so
Yahweh,
then
whatever we want to call
the way that I'm picturing this is we have like chapters, right? Or like short stories. Thing distracts me when I hear myself. So we have like these chapters of these short stories, and each short story would connect to the next one in a strange way. That way, if somebody did want to like pull their character through to the next one, then it wouldn't be game breaking, right? It would be like you have to travel across the world. It's like the next chapter starts in whatever zone. So the travel where you usually like roll on random tables or whatever just wouldn't happen because technically it would only be like one or two characters from the first chapter moving on to the next one. And then everybody else would be bringing in new characters for that chapter. And then it would be like 10 to 12 sessions per, something like that.
these 10 sessions. 10 sessions is if it's once a week is like 2 months.
Two and a
If you
half.
played every week. Yeah.
Usually we only get about every other week.
But with one less person, it actually, we end up having less interruptions because it's one less person to have stuff going on.
I still do want to finish this campaign though.
Yeah. Well, we're just brainstorming, right? Like this is, and especially like with the giant interruption that we just had, um, like taking a break from this and then picturing like what D&D could look like in the near future, then um yeah, it's just I don't know. It's something that I think that is just a good conversation to have because I've been trying to picture what that looks like. I had actually talked to Austin about maybe DMing like 4 sessions for us while I wrote the next campaign. Um, but he has to go and get a big bad job and have to finish out contracts and shit. So, but yeah, what are your thoughts, Jess?
I mean, yeah, it's been a long several years that we've been playing these characters, so I understand. I mean, I'm cool with kind of wrapping it up as well.
Okay.
It's definitely the longest I've played a single character ever. So I would like to have some finishing of like even if it's just one session of everything goes to shit and blows up or whatever. I don't know, but I mean, I would like to finish it off at least. Yeah,
Oh no, we'll finish
if
for
it's a
sure.
short finish, that's fine with me.
It's not what she said.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so I will start working on that. We could probably finish this in as few sessions as you guys want. So,
Well, for the rest of this campaign, I was like picturing it maybe like I know we have like a lot of like randomness episodes. We could probably just like skip most of those.
okay.
Like I don't mind the traveling portions, like encounters on the road. To me, that's a fun part of the campaign.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like that's literally half a session. Um
Like
or
maybe
yeah, it
not
could be a
every
yeah,
traveling thing, but like every other maybe.
right.
Plus, it doesn't even have to be combat.
Oh, okay, just random shit.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, and I think I'm good with just hand waving like
Majority.
any kind of travel all the time at this point. I
Plus,
think
we
it's
have like an
just
airship, so we can pretty much like avoid most danger.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I think once you get to the point where if you're not playing in a campaign where like let's say you're traveling a long distance, at what point do you just decide like we're gonna play out this entire distance, or man, this is just way too long. It's gonna take too many sessions, you know? So I think the times when it's could be a really long drawn out travel session. For me, I don't know. I'm good with just skipping that.
What was the what's like the plan for the rest of the campaign like? What's like the next plot point? So I know we were heading to the floating island bit.
So the very next plot point is that yeah, we're gonna finish the archipelago, and the main plot point of that whole thing is just the seat. Is the seat of air. So once this is taken care of, the next point was going to be going to this and
The silent rent.
Eos
Oh,
was
frozen bit.
yes, frozen bit to confront Carlos? No, not Carlos. The guy from the Silent Rent. I have a list. Hold on. Imrosi. No. Yes? God, it's been too fucking long.
Imrosi
Geo
was the
Invo.
green guy.
Geo Info. Yeah, Imrosi's y'all's buddy, Geo Info. Because he wants to give you the translator thing. The artifact.
Didn't I already have that?
No, he was going to give it to you in Eos.
Oh. I totally misunderstood that part then.
Yeah, he was going to give it to you in Eos. There's something he wants to show you there.
Hey.
So then it would be... The main plot points are the Seat of Air, Eos, and then you guys deciding what you want to do now that you have all of the information you need to choose one way or the other with the weave.
Weren't we like on the side of releasing it?
I believe so. There's going to be quite a few options that you're going to have when it comes to the artifact that you're going to get back. There's going to be... You can destroy it completely and reset the planet the way it's supposed to be. You can set it like to the operating system that the Spectrals put in, which was bring as much power as they could. Or you could just set it to the lowest setting and everybody can't use magic. Like, there is a sliding scale here that you can do.
No wonder the system is all out of whack. It's running on Windows XP.
It is. It's running on Windows XP. And it's starting to crash because there's nobody there to support it anymore. And then the...
Unless you play Microsoft money.
Yeah, and then the like the end fight is really just depends on what you do with that. And then you have to Carlos to deal with, and yeah, setting free all the dead people that are stuck. But that's not even like a big, that's kind of a side thing ish.
Yeah, so that was part of like mine and Nemo's story together. That if we're gonna wrap this up that quickly, like it's never gonna get realized anyway, so I could literally just play a fucking mercenary the rest of this game and it wouldn't matter, to be honest with you. Like, I could just play some random elephant that Dorus runs into.
Yeah, and then there's like
Oh, you're like me, this is great.
there's those plot points,
We
right?
can drink vodka together.
It's Dorus's storyline. It's like the Ruby Goddess. It's Weejoss. It's who's going to be the new head of the Shallows. the new Ouijas, right? Like, who's going to be all of these new gods and goddesses? Who's going to usher the fucking dead, right? I know that was part of Nemu's story. There's Soli's story and what she wants to do, like as far as the dragons go.
So, yeah, I'll just say it now. I guess doesn't matter. So the reason Nemu wanted to do what he did was because knowing his family and countless other people were stuck. His whole thing was being able to go consolidate power and then take that from Takarlis so that he then could be the kind of leader of the spiritual world, to kind of usher spirits to the proper place. So that was his whole thing, was to do that in the background, and then he was going to pop in and out and kind of make his appearance, but with Solor kind of helping in the background as well with different things. And it's not going to matter now. So that's what Nemu went to go do, was to find a way to undermine Takarlis so that he could help out the group in defeating him and then take his place. So it would have been really fun.
Yeah, and so
That fucking hoser hadn't got 2 jobs.
I know. So then, so Dorus and Ouijas, Soli and the dragons, and then Eoway and the Lost Order of the Vereki. Yeah. So there's all of these side stories for you guys are all wrapped into the end of it was going to be wrapped into the end of the game. So
yeah, and Solor can capture souls.
Yeah.
So that was part of the whole thing.
I'm totally okay with this being 10 sessions or less.
Okay.
5 sessions or less. Fucking 2 sessions or less.
Can you not kill my fucking game like that?
Let's teleport and kill this big bad guy. Woo! Woo! Big bad guy. I'm sorry, I just love boss fights. I'll let everybody have their trash in between. Not
It
saying it's
must
trash.
be
They're-
an
they're,
epic boss
whatever.
battle, though.
Okay, fair enough. Gotta have the build up. I get it.
Epic boss battle there will be.
They drops good loot, right?
It won't matter.
Even though it won't matter.
It won't matter. Y'all were supposed to be. First off, everybody level up their character sheet, please, because we're gonna need it.
Nemu needs the gear.
Are we
He needs-
resetting health?
Mm-mm.
Or just leveling up? Without
Yeah, you're leveling up. You're technically mid-fight, because y'all
Yeah.
just finished fighting the little guys, and now you have the Protector of the Mists. What?
All I know is if you're playing WoW and you level up, you get full health,
Sorry.
and it bails you out of really shitty situations.
I don't.
Technically, in I don't follow this rule, but technically in 5e you do do a full long rest.
Wow.
Where
Oh
you
yeah, you
level
do. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're supposed to.
But I personally don't do that.
Well, the idea was that after this fight, you would be leveling up, but because we're one person short and I didn't readjust the fight, then this will hopefully help a little bit. I just want to make sure that I'm giving all of your characters a proper send-off and closing y'all's chapters.
This is the only level I don't get anything.
Oh, that works out well. That was quick.
Now we get proficiency bonus upgrade, right?
Oh, yeah. 13? Yeah.
Oh, I need to update my all my weapons now.
It should automatically do.
Yeah.
No, I'm a little cheat sheet.
Oh.
I don't have a pencil. That's unfortunate.
Wow. I've got multiples.
As a rogue, that was very easy as well.
Why did my video turn off again?
I don't know. It was disappointed in your lack of pencil. That's all it was.
I mean, I guess it was kind of convenient because I got up.
Mm-hmm.
It is hardcore to have headphones in your ear and then be chewing something that's crunchy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
I
don't
Oh my
like,
god, dude. It's
I
like I
don't
can
like
hear
it.
my brain jiggling.
I don't like it.
I don't
It's
either.
just so weird.
I have to at least have like one out.
Yeah, I always have one out.
Yeah.
I can't do double headphones.
It feels so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, when eating. Why? it
No,
just
I've
did
always
it
got to
again.
have one out. I need to know what's going on around me at all times.
Is there like a button I keep clicking?
Oh, I wonder if there's like a weird hotkey or something.
I'm not even. My hands are not even on the keyboard.
Oh, wow.
Unless my mic, the mic cord is like touching a key.
What do you mean? What are you talking
What is
about?
this sorcery? If I have like nothing in my ear, I can barely hear myself chewing. If I put
Yeah.
one in, it's like I can hear the sounds of my ancestors at the same time. It is so bizarre, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
I have no clue what is causing this.
I can't help you, I'm sorry.
Okay, then. Just,
Something is actually detecting when you go off screen and shutting off the camera. It's like, well, the last couple times it's happened, it's because you've like gone off. It's really weird. Yeah, so you were still on that time. Is there a video setting that I enabled?
well, like I'm staring like straight at it.
Yeah, and it still
It
goes
does
off.
that anyway.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I'll just keep turning it on. Apparently the hotkey is Alt V.
Yeah, that's not something you just randomly hit.
Yeah. Especially without touching the keyboard.
Yeah.
Like I'm touching. Okay. Okay, it's when I touch the cord to the webcam.
So is the
Did you plug it
connection
in?
just loose?
I guess. Even though it's affecting Zoom and not actually turning off the webcam.
Bizarre.
Well, it is turning off the webcam. That's why your Zoom background gets enabled. Right?
What?
Yeah. So yeah, because you're part of the meeting, you're gonna your thing is going to be there, your image, but it is shutting off your webcam for sure. Like your image being there and the video camera are two totally separate things.
Hold the webcam without it turning off.
Nice.
Are you in a closet?
There's a closet next
Are
to
you
me.
Harry Potter? Is
There
Dobby
is-
there? Tell him I have a sock for him.
There's a closet right here.
That's funny. That's right. I work in a closet, so I get it.
It's not a fucking closet.
You're right. It's a fucking child's nursery room.
It's still part of a room.
It's literally where you put the infant.
Dude,
In some ways, it fits me.
he's got an L-shaped desk in there. Don't let him lie to you. And plenty of
Okay. An L-shaped desk made for a midget.
Wait.
It is not a large L-shaped desk.
holding rude comment. There's still
I'm not as short as my sister.
there's still like enough of a gap between the wall and the end of your desk to roll your fucking chair through. It's not a small space.
And yet also not an office. And not a real room. It's literally like what? A third of the size of the other room I was in? You can probably fit 2.5 of those in the other room.
We'll have it back in a month.
At least.
So as long as I don't shake my desk, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Good.
Quit shaking it, bro.
Okay. So
We all leveled up.
shortening it to as many sessions as we can.
With it still feeling natural though.
With it still feeling natural. Jazz, are you good with this? You've been very quiet. I just want to double check.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's do it.
Session 1 of 2.
No. No.
Y'all wait
It was got his
for-
like matchbook ready to go.
I'm just ready to burn my
He's ready to
fucking
light the whole
book to
fucking
the
thing, let it
ground.
burn.
boss fight.
Speaking of boss fight, let's go ahead and get into Tailspire.
Oh my god. I don't have that script. I'll have to download that. Hold on a second.
So, like, did you already uninstall it?
No, I wipe my computer like once a month. So I'm constantly having to reinstall things. Tailspire is very, very low on my priority list. Since we haven't been playing D&D at all.
That's fair. That's fair.
And it's just low in it, whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tim already uninstalled it during the conversation
I
about
know, he's like,
this
fuck this.
campaign.
Burn it down.
I've already canceled my D&D accounts. My character's retired, done. Where is this shit anyway? Why is it not coming up on my list? Should be in T's. There it is, okay.
I just add it to my favorites.
Yeah. It doesn't deserve my favorite, sorry. Maybe later. I'll review you. Thankfully, it's pretty quick, so it's not super big. It's only 3.5 gigs.
Also with short campaigns, if anyone else wanted to try DMing too.
Oh, Jazz, DM us.
What? Why?
I don't know. I just want like round table.
No.
I've actually been DM'd by Amelia. She did a session for us in like campaign 2.
Dude, I don't remember that at all. Holy shit. Neither does Amelia. Look at Amelia's face.
Okay.
The one
so-
thing you can't remember.
I know. Well, so it wasn't.
It's 5 years
She
ago.
didn't. I mean, it wasn't like I handed her the reins, but I kind of did. It was her character at the time before he retired, and you took us through his hometown and ran us through the
Oh,
hometown.
I remember that now.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think. Oh, I'm trying to remember. There like some guys that were high on weed or something. I don't.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, that's right.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And then, been DM'd by Tim.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, yep.
Been DM'd by Silas. So that just leaves Jazz.
Oh, you might
As
have to
much as
click
I-
on Zoom again. Your camera is very laggy.
Oh yeah,
I know.
I noticed
It's
that
gonna
too.
happen when I'm in Tailspire.
As much as I loved the idea, and like it wasn't a week or so ago, I was like, dude, I want to write like another like start like world. But then like I just don't have the fucking patience to DM or the desire. Like I just don't want to do shit in between games, you know. So that's like me across the board. I like a lot of shit, but I'm not good at any of it. It's like the curse of being subpar at everything.
Wow.
Uh, well, like you can draw and paint really well. You know, you have like this crazy creativity. I have no talents.
I can fix computers.
I could snack with the best of them and get fat. That's about as good as
Yeah.
I am at anything.
Yeah, I can snack too.
I'm a pretty good snacker, dude. These cinnamon toast crunch,
I-
best fucking snack food ever.
Oh man, yeah.
How do you keep your keyboard clean if you're eating with your hands?
He just had to fucking take
Gross.
it apart. He just had to take it apart and stick it in the dishwasher.
Oh, I could never eat something that dusty on my computer. No fucking way.
No, so I'm eating it over me.
Yeah.
But I did every 6 months or so, I take all my keycaps off and clean in between everything.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass, but it keeps it clean and tidy, you know?
Yeah. I use a keyboard cover. See. And I
Oh,
wow,
wow.
that's
yeah.
very
That's very responsible of you.
it's very
Yeah,
60-year-old of you.
I love my keyboard, and I'm not gonna ruin it by eating.
No, I love your
cheeses.
keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
won't
do not
focus
eat
on it.
anything that's remotely dirty in front of my keyboard.
Guys, I paint on my desk with my keyboard just propped up, and it ends up with paint all over it. And then
Yeah.
every so often, before I turn my computer, I have to go through with like wipies and clean it down. It comes right off. It is kind of dirty right now, though. Pretty bad. That's okay.
All right, Tailspire is launching.
Yeah. Same here. So.
By the way, Amelia, as I've started doing frame rate
Yeah.
FPS limits on everything, I think it's hilarious to spend a shitload of money on a gaming PC, on a good PC, and then to limit your frame rate to 60.
Yes. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing too.
Like I'm a fucking peasant console owner. You know? Lock
Yeah.
everything at 60 FPS. Even though I have other consoles too. Whatever.
Yeah. Same here. My PS5 is gathering dust.
Yeah, dude. Like I've thought about selling mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
give
that's
it to
mostly
my
because
daughter.
I think Sony sucks.
I just don't have anything to play on it.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
That's like, I mean, I have God of War, but I just don't even have the motivation to start it.
You know.
Oh, the new
Well,
one.
you have a good computer, just kind of.
Yeah.
There's a turtle here.
There's a turtle.
There's a
Where am
moon. There's a moon just floating there.
I have not yet been pulled. Hold on, settings. 144 FPS. Try 50 FPS. Yeah, it's insane when I'm playing Once Human. When I unlock the frame rate, how much fucking heat my computer generates. It's like, oh my god, dude.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like
nuts.
at 144, this thing becomes a heater. And I was like, why is my place so hot when I have my AC running on
Mhm.
high? And then I found like I was touching my PC, it was like so hot. I was
So,
like,
see, here's something crazy.
yeah.
I've got the 7800 X3D and 4070 Super. Tiffany has a 13700K and 1360 Ti. And her computer, under load, was eating up 480 watts. And mine was like what, 280 to 300. Fucking insane. Those Intel CPUs are fucking nutty
Yeah.
with power consumption. Holy shit. I was like, wow, dude. So we went through and I disabled a bunch of, I think I just flat out disabled all of her E-cores and downclocked it quite a bit. So I figured, I was like, in the winter we could crank it all back up.
Oh, yeah.
But for now,
That's what I'll do too.
a fucking space heater over there.
It was really bad.
Oh, I lost my shit.
Now your camera's dead.
My camera's dead. Why did the app close?
I don't know. You probably closed it.
Maybe I did. Oh, yep, I probably did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last session, many moons ago, you had found your way to the edge of the mists, and in doing so found the mouse folk and the cult of Zucata, including their mascot, the Turtlepede. Now you have wiped out the mouse folk, killed the Turtlepede, and off in the distance, you did. You murdered all the mice. Amongst their calls of Tremoko, which is the Turtlepede. Tremoko is the name of the creature. Y'all did hear whisper, or like y'all found notes of a shadowy figure that was always present in the background near where the last group had tried and failed to get through. And I don't remember who was looking around. Y'all had been hearing strange whispers, like chanting spells off in the distance. And somebody looked around and was able to see this figure standing off, kind of hovering over the top of these ruins. Now, in that moment, as everybody's beginning to turn their head, hello, silence, my old friend. As everybody is beginning to turn their heads towards this person, you all see a very large bugbear. His fur is matted and ratty. His clothes are... They look like what would have once been just like a simple farmer's clothes, but have long since kind of gotten away, like just fallen into tatters. And the only thing that looks to be in any kind of good condition that he wears is a leather apron. Now, I believe y'all only met one other bugbear from Mazant Hollow. And they are stoneworkers. And this apron is very similar to that. Because it's been so long, there was an entire city of bugbears that they did all the stonework. They're the ones who created the tablets that y'all can use to record memories and that kind of thing. And he looks similar in dress to what they would have been, but his clothing is very old and worn down. As he notices everybody looking in his direction, the time has come. I will most likely die this day, but understand, my job is to keep you from entering and destroying the acre.
Is this like a ghostly apparition?
No, he's just kind of hovering over the area. And as soon as he speaks, that gnawing hunger disappears. Once he stops whispering that spell that was constantly being whispered throughout the entire fight.
Did you say acre, like acre of land, or what was the word?
Anchor.
Anchor. Okay.
Yeah, the anchor.
We don't wish to destroy the anchor.
But you will. It has been foretold. It is the only reason that we have been here for so long.
I mean, I guess we could just kind of camp and have some food and then just leave, and then that would like really throw a wrench in your whole thing, you know?
That's true.
You will leave this place and not enter the Crying Cascades.
It's like 1v5.
I tap the pendant for Nice to come out. Where are you?
1v4.
The pendant remains silent. It flickers, but it remains silent.
So,
Well, sure. Now he gets cautious.
so out of character, when we were like releasing the weave at the other places, was that like the act of destroying an anchor? Is the
No.
anchor the weave, or is the anchor the place?
The anchor is the person. So, like, this is... It doesn't make sense, because the anchor was one of the three... like, the trifecta of the main gods of Avonvon. So, yeah, they're not around anymore. However, Solor, when you entered that bubble, what did you find? Do you remember the bubble?
Your mother. No, I don't remember.
There was the stories about the weird time bubbles and things like that. You had entered one of those where the lights were.
One of the memories. It was like a kind of a time memory of some sort. Yeah. I remember going into it. I don't remember exactly what you said, though.
I believe it was memories of the war.
Yes, that's what it was. It was images of the war.
Yeah. So... No, for EOA it doesn't make any sense, because the anchor is a person, and the anchors, from what you know, don't exist anymore. The only inkling you have that anything existed were stories, like some of the memories that y'all have seen, or like the living histories that Soli found, and then the bubble that Solor had gone into with the memories. But from what you know, they're all dead.
So you're saying that we're gonna kill a dead person?
There is no dead person I speak of. It is the anchor to the archipelago.
And the anchor is no longer here.
The anchor is there. Who do you believe holds the islands up?
I look towards Soli to like, do you have any idea?
I have no idea. Like, that was like some sort of magic mechanism.
Yeah, weren't we kind of led on to believe that it was some sort of like magic field of some sort?
Yeah.
There's like a gravity
Like-
field.
Yeah, it was
Around
like
it.
the remaining field, probably from the death of the anchor,
Yeah, because
potentially.
in that area, yeah, I guess I was told you get squished to death. Like if you're like,
Yeah, and then I saw the things about the war. So like, for all we know, the whole thing could have been created during that time period. You know, the shattering of this area.
Can I ask how old you are?
What does my age have to do with this?
Well, you could have been from the before time.
I am not from the age of the old ones, or the first ones. I was given visions during the disruption, and it has sent me on my quest here to try and stop you.
Let me ask you a question. Was there any like, toad, poison, maybe some mushrooms that were involved in giving you these visions? Were you really thirsty one day?
Do not insult me like that. It was the goddess of the crystal who came to me.
Yeah.
Did you eat
Right.
a crystal? Was it glowing?
Did you drink from this crystal? So
Did you lick it?
did you lick the crystal? Yeah, so I mean, we're just saying, because from what we know, the anchors are what I understand, the anchors no longer exist. The last time that not we, I believe this group, went to a seat, they strengthened the magic that it contained to an extent, I guess, is the best way to explain it. I don't know. Really not here to kill anybody unless you stand there still and then, I've got to poke holes in you, and that would be unfortunate. I don't want to have to poke holes in you, but you're standing there.
Can I do some sort of perception check to like, are we standing at the edge of the forest? Are we near a temple of any sort? Is there anything that would indicate like an entrance to what we're walking into? Or is it just a guy standing in our way and that's it?
So these ruins lay on the it literally looks like a mist fall behind him. Behind these ruins. They and beyond that mist wall, you can see through it, and there's still like foliage and trees. They don't seem to be nearly as tall, but it's dense like a heavy fog. It's literally just a circle of barrier. Most of it is mountainous around the archipelago, technically, because the archipelago were peaks that rose up. So most of it is blocked by mountainous regions, and there's only a few points that could be walked through easily without, having to climb mountains and not die in the process. So I don't know, babe. So these ruins, it looks actually like part of them might go beyond this area into the mist, but he's pretty much just standing guard here. You're so ridiculous
So
with that thing.
could I deduce by this that this guy's definitely guarding some sort of entrance that we wish to go through, right?
Yeah, this is like this whole area, I would say it's probably about a half a mile down, is easily accessible to get underneath the archipelago. And that is where he chose to make his last stand against those who he envisioned or were told were going to try and destroy the anchor.
I will Doris will try his best to convince this guy that we don't want to damage or destroy the place. I'll try and explain it as best as I can. We are here only to investigate corruption into the workings of the weave. We wish to not destroy any magics or relics, only to understand better and cure any problems with it that have happened in the last millennia. Trying to convince him that we're just investigating because we've seen corruption in other places throughout the.
As a shale binder, we are masters of minerals and stone. And there is a goddess who speaks through them. I have been shown this destruction. I have been told and brought here to ensure no one passes or give my life in the attempt.
What if it's just somebody bullshitting you, you know, like a bad guy or something that's actually preventing you from letting us go in there so that we can help things and not destroy it? Could be like you're working for the wrong person.
He opens his hand, and hovering over it appears a perfect double-ended, like fairly large quartz crystal.
Okay. So it's supposed to attune you to the sounds of the swamp? I'm not sure.
As it hovers over his hand, it begins to have an inner light that refracts into spectrums of light. Now,
So it turns into a rainbow?
somebody give me a fucking history check. All the way back to session 3.
Oh boy. I can do it. Okay, maybe I can't. History. I have a 14.
You have been in a chamber of quartz. You each hold a small prism that was gifted to you by your little zippy friend.
Oh yeah.
Who is the goddess that represents the spectrum of that quartz can give?
Are you saying that we're going to...
Don't we all have something?
Yes, you all have a little prism thing.
Should we like bring it out and show them our? I'll show you mine if you show me yours type of a scenario.
Well, wasn't
thought-
these like the
He's
most...
already showed us his, though. This does not make sense.
I guess it's our turn then.
What were you saying, Silas?
Well, aren't our things like modes of possibilities?
Yes.
So like they're a part of us?
They are, yes, they are a part of you. However, CR Saenti, balance, is who you met in a quartz chamber.
My Dune rune is still active. So there's gonna be like on my feet like cracks of quartz energy.
Hopefully you're on a ley line, dude.
That energy is nothing but a mimic of the goddess.
Oh boy, I'm gonna sit down. Anybody got some food? I'm gonna just sit here while we talk through this situation.
Didn't
Let me
I
check
have
my bag. I'm gonna go through my bag. See if
I
there's
know.
anything
have
in
a
there.
stack
I just,
of
I'm not
cheese?
sure because like what they gave us, I guess I thought was like absorbed into our beings and it only shows up kind of like when we can use it, right?
Yeah, that's why he has his Dune rune active, because it was part of his possibility.
I hand over the stack of cheese to Solar.
The stinky cheese.
You know, at this
Oh,
point, I'll
God.
eat it. Anybody have a smoke or anything? Cigar, maybe? Jeez. I'll let you guys do your thing. I haven't been with you the whole time, so... You guys show them your crystals or some shit, and I don't know what's going on here.
So, as you sit down and start saying that you're hungry, he begins humming again under his breath, and your hunger intensifies tenfold.
Can I hold an action to throw a dagger if he tries anything?
Yeah. And as the adrenaline of the fight begins to wear down, he begins humming. I need everybody to make a con saving throw.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bad night. I got a natural one.
Oh no.
Pretty sure this guy's making me super hungry, so he's got a few seconds to figure this out, and I'm just gonna probably throw a dagger at him.
Yeah.
My dice was like on the line between a 3 and a 17.
Yeah, con save.
I got a 9 total.
I got a 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
27.
Okay. So he begins like hovering towards you guys. And Solis kind of sits down with Solor because first off, treats, munchies, grub. You're like, yeah, I can go for something. Especially once he starts humming again. And that hunger, once again, multiplies. And you find, I believe you had bought a bunch of donuts?
I did. So I'm eating my donuts.
Yeah. So you and Solor both sit down and just begin shoving donuts in your face. Eating as much as you can. And your eyes begin to droop. And in everybody's head, as he begins to just slowly move forward, you hear his voice, but not out loud. This is a place of respite. Every time somebody comes this way, we offer food, we offer drink, we offer rest, as long as they go back home once it is complete. Please.
Can I make like a vibe check of him if he's about to like kill us?
Uh-huh. Rest. Eat. You do not have food. I have food for you. You do not have beds. The ferns below you will cushion you. And Solor and Soli both begin to doze off with just donuts and whatever else you had to eat. Just shredded all over your face, in your hands, partially in your mouth.
So I had advantage for insight checks and I got a 9.
Oh god. I mean, you know that something's not right because he's slowly moving towards you guys, and half of your party is now asleep.
Do I get the sense that he's cast a spell on them, or like on all of us? Tried to?
Oh yeah.
Or is it
Oh
like
yeah.
an effect
You would know
of
that
the
you
jungle or
would
whatever?
you'd be able to feel that it, like, you shook something off. Not that it isn't exhausting now that the adrenaline is fading and it's like hot and humid here, but you kind of felt your eyes begin to close a little bit and you popped them open and you see both your companions mid shoving food in their face, asleep.
I want to turn towards Darus, give him like a warning eyes, like wake them up, and I'm going to quickly pull a dagger, a hidden dagger, and chuck it at him. At the guy floating.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I'm guessing he's
And?
not surprised.
Roll stealth. I'll let you know if you. Or roll sleight of hand.
The same. Actually, I have advantage on sleight of hand. Oh, same roll.
What was it?
That is a 19.
A 19. Okay. Is that charisma? No.
Sleight of hand is dexterity.
What's insight?
Insight is wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, come on. That's an 18. That's an 18. So you win that round.
Okay, gonna check. Since he is surprised by this, I get advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 27.
A 27 will hit.
I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try. And I am going to ignite the dagger on fire
Okay.
and hopefully restrain it. So he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Can you do that with your...
What?
with a ranged attack? 21.
The rune just has to be carved onto the weapon.
Oh, okay. So it's a 21.
Okay. Still takes fire damage, but isn't restrained. As I throw the dagger, like fiery chains shoot off of it, but he breaks them off.
Okay. So
Um,
as soon as the dagger hits him, or comes within an inch of his skin, you see an aura ignite. And it's the same crystalline, prismatic color. And the blade still sinks through, but the chains themselves try to wrap around this aura and dissipate. So what was the damage?
9 piercing and 4 fire.
All right, and at that, we are going to roll initiative.
I got an 18.
Bruce got a 12.
Mine and Sully's rolls are complete shit.
Yeah, I got
Well, to be
16.
fair, you are asleep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
complete shit.
yeah, sleepy, hungry.
I'm sleepy. Sleepy night time.
Yeah, it's
Sleepy
natural.
night burst time.
Okay.
Just has like
Bruce,
just half eating a piece of cheese.
so
Yep.
you said you got a 16,
Yeah,
and then Sully got a
16.
16.
I got an 18.
Yeah, got yours. Okay, so at that, we're going to say this is the top of the round. And he is going to immediately look towards POA. And you feel a piercing in your mind. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, why wisdom?
No, I'm sorry.
Let me see if I have a thing. I do. Okay. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh no. I got a 5 and then a natural 1.
Oh no. In your mind, underneath his constant humming, you hear, "Stay there." And you are paralyzed. Solor? Fully?
Well, it's going well.
Yeah, I'm cozy here.
Yeah,
So
super
nice.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Like, this is one of the best sleeps you've had in a long time, which is really strange because y'all had a really comfortable bed at the inn in town.
Yeah, it's for sure night time.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, I know what he's gonna do. He is the humming intensifies and begins to change cadence, which means that you two can make another con saving throw.
Yeah.
And then he is going to cast a spell. I don't know if Dorus has counterspells, so I'm giving you a chance to use that.
I got 11.
Okay, you're still sleeping.
Yeah.
You got a 20? Okay, so you begin waking up.
Oh man. So much cheese.
So many donuts.
So full now. Time to stabby. You've got too much blood in your body. Let me help you with that. Poke a hole here, poke a hole there.
He is going to cast silence over the group.
How long has it been since the last combat?
Conversation probably was like 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay, so all my runes have faded.
Okay. I mean, it could have been even like 2 minutes, but it was long enough probably.
All my stuff had like half a minute left on it.
Oh, okay. So he casts silence in your area. Dorus, it is your turn.
So I can't hear anything. Obviously,
Can't hear
can I still hear
anything.
him humming and things? Like mentally, can I hear him humming or whatever?
If he were to speak, you would be able to hear his voice within. But I don't believe he gave you any kind of command.
And he's moving towards the people on the ground or towards Yahweh or who? Or...
He technically stopped about 25 feet from you guys. Because the sphere, the radius is 20 feet of silence.
25 feet, you say? I can go 30 feet. So I will walk up and stand right next to him.
Okay.
Nice.
And I will cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level on his sphere. I can target a magical effect. So I have to be out of the sphere to cast it, though.
Okay.
And there's some words I can say somewhere. Oh, God. Vilkanirani. I wave my staff towards the sphere, trying to kill the effect of the spell.
Okay. Is there a roll that you have to do?
If it's 3rd or lower, it just drops.
It
If
is
it's 4th
3rd.
or higher, I can roll for it. Okay, it just drops then.
So you
And,
move up right next to him,
Yeah.
cast a spell, and he looks down at you. That wasn't very nice. I was trying to end this without bloodshed.
Well,
Back to the top.
You have given us no choice. And I just turn and face him and like get ready to get hit.
Okay. Top of the round. Let's see. Go back more. Oh, your paralyzed falls.
Oh, it does? At the end or start?
At the end of his yeah, at the end of his next turn. Okay, so but this is just a legendary action here. He is that prism of light that was around him suddenly brightens right in front of you, Dorus. And as it does, it begins to swirl around him. And in something very similar to how Zane moves, he zips across the entire area. Yeah, it's like anti-Zane. We can say that. It is Angry Zane. And yeah, it is now Eoway's turn.
Oh, so I can move now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just stuck there watching and I can move.
Yeah.
I turn around.
He's just like zipped all the way across.
For exhaustion, were we doing the new rules or the old rules?
I don't remember what the new rules are.
It's -1 per level of exhaustion on the rolls.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
What's the distance? I move about there. Oh wait, I'm small. I forgot how Tailspire works. Okay.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
And I can't reach him without dashing, so I will throw another dagger.
Okay.
Um, 19.
19 does hit.
And that will be dagger. 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
Do I notice any like resistance?
Same thing. That light that was blinding bright over by Dorus that made him zip across has like faded back, but as soon as that dagger comes through, it slows the dagger itself, so it doesn't penetrate as far as you would want.
Is that like resistance?
Yeah, it's resistance.
Okay. I have 4 more daggers.
Oh god. Okay.
I forgot that I have 3 actions.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I forgot that you were just carving the entire time and all of our downtime, carving runes on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when I'm gonna use these, but okay. I forget I get to do all these things as a fighter. I'm just going to also use my bonus action to throw a dagger. So, 3 more attacks.
Okay.
15?
No.
Oh wait, 16. 23
16 does
and
not. It's
24.
Yeah, 23 and 24.
And one of these, the first one is going to be the frozen dagger.
Okay.
So that will deal cold damage.
Okay.
That will be 9 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And then 6 points of piercing.
Got it. All right. So daggers, as Salor turns around, you see Iwe just reach down and grab a bunch of daggers, totally taking your move. As far as rogues go.
What a poser, eh?
And all 4 of these daggers release. One skips off his shield, but you see the last one land, and you see ice kind of form around his shield. And he does flinch as this one hits. Zucata does. And immediately, as soon as the last dagger is released, he will there's a burst of this angry, like reddish, like ruddy red energy that erupts from the shield itself trying to dispel the frost, and I need both Soli and Ioe, I believe, are the only two within within 60 feet, yeah. Within 60 feet. You both feel as, how would I put this? You can't heal. So you feel weaker. Like some of your life force has been stopped in its tracks. Solor.
Let me calculate something real quick. And each square is how far? I guess it doesn't matter, right? I use the ruler.
5. Right, but if you use the ruler, it's fine.
Okay, so I'm just out of range. Okay. I am going to have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn into a spectral ghost
What?
and just start moving through these trees and shit.
Okay.
Because I'm done with this guy's silliness. And I can get to, what? 30 feet?
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm going to hover. Woo, woo, woo. I'm a scared ghost boy. About right there.
Okay.
Not flying. Although I can fly. I can fly 10 feet. I have a flight speed now.
Of course you do.
But I'm not. I'm moving on the ground. I'm running on the ground.
Well, you're a specter, so you're just floating through.
Well, so it says, yeah. And it does say, so it's a crazy spell. So it says, I just got it at 13. It says, as a bonus action, you assume a spectral form in which you have flying speed of 10 feet, can hover, and attack rolls have disadvantage against me. You can also move through creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, so that I wouldn't want to go through that because then I'd get stuck in a fucking ladder.
That would suck.
Okay, so where was I? Like over here? Back over here? So if let's just say I just go straight this way.
Okay.
I don't want to move through anything. I'm just going to go straight that way instead of being cool and thematic because then I get slowed down.
Okay.
But I'm still going to turn into a ghost.
Right, of course.
Because if I end up inside of something, I take 1d10 force
Oh,
damage.
shit. Okay.
And I can stay in this form for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So basically, I'm super awesome ghosty boy.
Do you, like, take on the form
And-
of somebody that you killed? Do you take on the form of one of the mice?
It doesn't say I can mimic anything like that, so I don't think so, but it would be cool if I could.
It would be really cool. I would say you would do that. You could take on the form of one of your spirits that you've captured.
That'd be so funny. Yeah. It'd be so hilarious. Just turn into a little mouse.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was my bonus action, my movement. I'm trying to remember how to play this game. Give me a second here. How do I do this?
Shoot your bow. Throw it at
Yeah, that's about all I can do is shoot my bow. I'm gonna shoot a little bow at him. Little bow action, 22.
22 will hit.
For piddly shit, 8 damage.
Okay. Again, arrow does not seem to go through his shield. It is Soli and then Yukata's turn. You doing, Soli? Uh-oh.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I can do a con save, right?
You're
to
good.
Get out of the. I'm good.
Oh no, you're still sleeping.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm
Oh yeah,
sleeping.
con save.
Yeah. I swear, if I get. I'm good. 23.
Oh yeah. So you begin
Yeah.
waking, you finally begin waking up, and now you see this bugbear hovering over you. And as you wake up, you feel this like innate weakness in you, like like your life force has stopped from recovering. Like you have no
Yeah.
idea how long you've been asleep, but you don't feel any better whatsoever. It's his turn. He's been using a lot of non-lethal. He is as you begin waking up, he is going to suddenly be in your face. You blink, he's in your face. He's going to reach out. I didn't want it to be this way. And going to hopefully for a 20 to hit. Now, not only do you feel weak, but now you feel physically ill. All that sugar that you inhaled before you fell asleep wants to come back up. You are now poisoned. At the end of your turn, you have to make a con saving throw. You have to save 3 times. Let me double check the spell. Any effect that removes a disease or otherwise. Yeah. So you blink, he's in front of you. He touches you, says, "I didn't want it to be this way," and your vision fades. So you are poisoned and blinded. And that's his turn. Dorus.
I guess I can't really get to anyone, I don't think. Can you move me 30 feet back towards the group? Can't maneuver right now, sorry. Yeah, thank you. Can I tell that Soli's like sick? Or
She
wandering
does
around
like
blind, I guess?
she does double over in pain and grip her stomach. I don't know if Soli says anything as far as the blindness goes.
I am. I don't know. I start to cry.
I
So-
will.
Yeah, Soli starts to cry.
Yeah, like I'm just
I'm like happy that she's kind of like woken up out of the stupor, but I'm also like, oh, she doesn't look so good. So
yeah.
I will try and dispel magic on her again, see if
Okay.
I can help with some of it at least. So
I am very frightened. Like I feel like I'm gonna die right there. And
hopefully
right now.
at least make you not blind, I'm guessing. I don't know what it'll affect, but I don't know if it'll change poison, but it might cure the magical blindness.
Okay, so for this, I do need you to roll for this one.
Okay. It's 10 plus the spell's level is the DC. So tell me what spell level it is and I'll roll.
It is a 5.
So you don't have to tell me. So 15 is my
Yep,
thing, and I have a
15.
+5. So here's just a D20. Oh, I got a 14. No,
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
I tried. I'm sorry.
So you feel magic wash over you slowly as it's trying to penetrate whatever it is that Ducata
Yeah.
has done to you, and it just Ducata, and it just falls away. front of it.
I am
take-
scared for my life right now. Like I hate the darkness. So there's one thing I do not like is darkness.
Oh no. Oh, that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense.
Yeah, that's why I love fire.
Yeah,
Because of
being
friends and
lost in the
stuff.
woods in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That's right, we have decaf.
1 second.
Uh-huh.
I need an action. Never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. And as his hand is still on your shoulder, I'm gonna use his last legendary action to attack.
Is this a attack roll?
It's with advantage since you're blinded. And he just squeezes down on your shoulder. And you feel a piercing pain. Can't see
Yeah.
anything. For 16 necrotic damage.
What was the roll?
It was a 27.
I want to use a runic shield and re-roll that.
Okay.
So it
19.
it just has to use the new roll.
Alright, so 19, does that hit Sully?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you take 16 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is decreased by 10. You are cursed.
I hope my runic shield gives you like a squeeze on the hand, some
Yeah.
comfort.
Yeah, I felt a little bit of comfort, and then it felt like I am literally dying here. And it's so scary because like I'm so far away from home. And I'll be dying here in a goddamn swamp with stinky cheese. Like that is a horrible way to go.
And those donuts now feel just churning in your stomach. It's like
Yeah,
this
and it's like-
nausea.
It's like I feel so like so I tell him, coward. You're a coward.
I do what must be done. Anyway.
How far am I away? Okay, I can make that. I want to run over to Soli. Oh, I am in the floor.
Weird.
Oh well. I just fell through the floor there.
I know. I don't know why why the stones clip like that.
I want to run up towards Soli and just grab her hand and try and give a quick comfort before I turn huge, and I'm going to try and grapple him.
You're gonna try and grapple him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is a contested strength.
And I have advantage since I'm huge now.
Okay, let me make sure. How many weird
Or I'm
reactions?
large. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so contested strength. Oh, that's terrible.
oh, well, is it is it athletics or just strength?
I mean, it doesn't matter. He rolled
Okay.
a 5.
I rolled a 12 plus whatever strength is.
Yeah, yeah. So his max is 14. All right. So you reach out and grapple him. As he's in, like, he was really trying not to hurt anybody, and his eyes look sad as he looks down on Soli. And then you as you're moving, you just turn huge and you go over and you wrap around him, and he looks to you in the eyes. Okay. What's next?
I'm just in his face now. Just like, you don't hurt her. And I'm going to stab him in the gut.
Okay.
And I get advantage because I'm grappling. I get to make, so grappling what used just one of my attacks, right?
Yes, I believe so. Or is it an action?
I don't remember what the rules are. I thought it was just one like weapon attack basically.
I'll check. It's been so long. It is an action. An attack action.
That is it. I do get an attack per action.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a so I can attack, okay.
You're good.
Rolled double sevens. 17. Or actually, 18.
Weren't you paralyzed?
No, I thought that faded after the end of the turn.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. It was a what?
It was a 18.
Yes.
Stabbing with sword, and I am going to send more fire up that sword as I'm going to do a flame strike.
Okay.
Dice. Okay. So let's do some math here.
Okay.
So that will be 19 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 6 points of fire. And the second attack will be a 25.
Yeah.
And 12 slashing damage. And that will be my turn.
At the end of your turn, he looks to you. And as the fire erupts, it bounces back, and I need you to make another
What was that?
wisdom saving throw.
Why wisdom?
Because it
My
worked
one
before,
weakness.
and he's willing to try it again.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get a better roll than this. I got a 9.
You got a 9? You are once again paralyzed.
Wait, I'm paralyzed around him though, so at least that's something.
Yes, this is true. It is Salor's turn. But you do know he had a weird blink thing.
You just like uninstall the game and go home. Is that what happened?
Is camera still out? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just blank camera.
Yeah, he's talking, y'all just can't hear him. He's having
Yeah, sorry, that the program I'm using keeps crashing. So let's do
Switch to the cat icon.
yeah, I'm gonna do my steady aim.
You have advantage since I'm grappling.
Okay, all right, okay. So let's, man, I'm still so far away. So far, yeah. All right, I'll still move up, I think. 6. Okay.
You can move up like right next to Doris.
Yeah, I'll move up like right there. And now, since I have advantage, I'm going to sneak attack and shoot this bitch. Ooh, spicy. Alright, so 17?
Just hits.
Oh my god. 9 plus a whole lot of damage. 30 total. Lots of low rolls in that one.
Yeah, unfortunately. So you see your arrow begin to sink and push through his shield, and now the arrow, unlike the swords that were completely stopped, is now lodged in.
Nice. Yeah, I figured eventually we'd break through that shield.
It's not broken, but
It's getting there.
and sneak attack, bunch of fun. Okay, Soli, I need you to make some con saving throws.
Yeah. How many?
Just one.
Oh. 13.
13. You are still blinded. And poisoned. However, you still have an attack if you wish to try and do something. His hand is still on you, so you know exactly where he is.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hurt Yahweh. It's not. Like he's right there.
Yeah.
Like my whole is just filled with tears. I can see the tear marks. Like it is very scary. So, I mean, I'm going to. Well, I can't because I can't see it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Fireball yourself.
I know.
That'd be so bad. Yeah, target that you can see. So. Can I I can't move backwards, right? Like I'm just stuck there.
You can move.
Oh.
He doesn't have you grappled. It was just thematic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But he
I'm-
does get an
I'm
attack
gonna-
of opportunity.
I was gonna say you might get an opportunity attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wish I moved him like 5 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move backwards as much as I can.
Okay.
So I.
So, as you move back,
Yeah.
he just his hand comes up and just pops you up like on your jaw. You take 14 bludgeoning damage from the punch.
What was the roll?
21.
21?
Mhm.
I want
Yeah.
to Runic shield that again. So it has to make a reroll.
So you are incapacitated.
Oh, right, I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
Never mind, I don't do that.
So as you're trying to back away, you just feel this pain erupt in your jaw as you're stumbling back.
Okay.
You still have an action.
Oh, yeah, like I have to open my eyes, but I can't open. I mean, eyes can see.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I'll just like touch my own hand, like trying to comfort myself. I can do a spell, right? Or
Yeah, you can cast a spell.
okay, I'll cast cure wounds on myself.
Okay, that's smart.
I thought it didn't work.
It was only until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just very scared.
Cool. 11 will do it. That almost takes the punch away. All right. It is Zukata's turn.
Sukata.
Zukata. Before he immediately after your turn, as he punches you, everybody else sees him turn to that light surround him again, and he quickly moves completely sliding out almost like a blink from Kyowe's hands. Oh yeah, perfect. And then on his turn, he is going to cast oh, you know what? I need Kyowe to make another wisdom saving throw.
Of course.
Casting a spell. Obviously.
Wouldn't you believe it? It is a 7.
You won't know this for another half a second. However, as the paralyzation begins to fade, you realize you can't move your feet. He has cast Hold Person on you. Oh, it's still it's paralyzation. It's still paralyzed.
It's like, I'm finally...
Yeah, exactly. Dorus, it's your turn.
Okay. Dorus runs up. Whatever, 30 feet. Gosh dang it, I hate these rulers.
I got you.
Trying to get everyone in a 30-foot radius of me, so maybe like here. Look
Okay.
right.
So that would be...
Everyone but me.
Oh,
you
okay.
you're right here, right? To my left or to my front,
Oh, okay.
whatever. Yeah. Everyone but the cat. I think the cat's farther back, isn't it? No, the cat's here now too.
Yep.
Okay, I will cast similar to you guys have seen me cast Aura of the Afterlife, where like smoke comes up from the ground and heals people. Similar look to it, but it's instead of coming up from the ground this time, it's coming like out of my robes, the folds of my robes, and it's like originating from me and pushing out. Black smoke rolls across the ground. And I cast, I think it's fourth level, Aura of Unending Life, and each creature in the aura has resistance to necrotic, and their hit point maximum can't be reduced. As long as I concentrate on this. And if you drop to 0 hit points, you can pop back up with 1.
That's really cool.
Nishkitchen Leaf. My best.
Oh, that's
my
good.
turn.
Wow, okay, so that negates that. That negates that. So
Yeah, I don't think it's canceled anything that had already happened, but from here on out.
I'm looking at his damages, which are necrotic. It doesn't matter. He's still gonna do shit. But okay, so he is out of legendary action, so he can't do anything after your turn. Back up to the top. Iwe.
I am paralyzed.
Yes.
Is it a wisdom saving throw? I'm
At
assuming.
the end of each of your turns, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
God damn, he knows my weakness.
Well, the first time it worked, so he's just gonna try
Paralysis? That's your only weakness?
No, wisdom saves.
wisdom.
Oh.
Okay, that was a weird roll. Oh my. I got an 18.
Holy shit! Well done. You are no longer paralyzed. So
Is that the end of my turn?
it was the end of your turn. It was.
No legendary actions for you.
Nope. But at the end of your turn, he does get a choice. Great action, and it is
Another old person.
let's wisdom saving throw for the cat, Salor. A 5. Wait. Get moved out. Where are you? Alright, so you are now paralyzed. Until the end of his turn. Fully.
Right, Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw.
Please, Lord. I got really good con, like 8+, and I still get horrible rolls. Not even 27.
Holy shit! Okay,
Yeah.
so you're crouching down and you're like curled around yourself and you're crying and
Yeah.
you touch yourself with a heal and you hear spells going off and explosions and all this crazy stuff and you feel this mist begin to seep into your skin and your eyes open and you can now see again. See, but it is at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
So is there anything you wanted to do before your blind cleared, as far as an action
no,
goes?
I wanted to do something after my blind cleared, but I guess that'll be next round.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
is his turn.
Yeah.
He is going to cast big spell on the cat. As you are paralyzed. Sucks. But I believe you still get to save for this. I need you to make a con saving throw, Slower. Con save. A 23. You're going to take half of this and then half of this again. So you feel this. Everybody who can watches as tears begin to form in Zucata's eyes. And he holds this crystal out, and from it, this beam of deep, sickly black-green energy slams into Salor, who is frozen in place. And you see this rot begin on his skin. It would have been 42 damage. You saved, which would have made it 27 damage, but you have resistance, which only makes it 13 necrotic damage. Yeah. Dorus gave everybody resistance to necrotic damage. 13. I know.
Thanks, buddy.
Dorus, it is your turn.
Cool.
Yeah, that was big. Very big.
Debating if I should try and hurt this guy or heal everyone somehow. No one's really like dying. I guess we're all kind of less than half, but
I'm pretty sure you're the lowest one.
yeah, but I'm fine. It'll be fine. Famous last words, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
And at that time, Iwe is finally not paralyzed.
Yeah. Well, it seems like every turn someone's paralyzed at least. Probably me next. Yeah, I'm gonna do some damage while I can. I'm gonna cast Blight on him.
Okay.
Needs to make a Con 18 saving throw. I say Fite Futuros, and a wave of black energy blasts out from me towards him.
That's a 13.
Cool. So I get to do, I think, the full damage. Yeah, full 8d8. Oh, 10. Oh, that did the wrong level. 5th level.
A lot of damage.
I'm out of 4th level slot, so yeah, 5th level. Yeah, 98. Here we go.
I heard 98, and I was like, what?
9d8.
50.
98. It's half of that. 50 total. And if he is resistant to necrotic,
Uh-huh.
I have a feature that means he is not. It goes through fully.
Are you serious?
Yep. Give me a second. I gotta find it. Inescapable destruction. Necrotic damage you deal with your spells or channel divinity ignores resistance. He takes the full 50, I hope.
Oh my god.
I think I got it at like level 11 or something. First time it's actually come up.
Oh my god. Okay, so you just follow this bolt, slam into Solor, and immediately turn around and like even something more powerful in the realm of necrotic energy. You turn around and you throw this spell at him. It smacks him. His shield you see just shatter into pieces. And the tears begin just pouring down his face as his skin begins to rot away and he fucking falls. He's dead.
Wow, that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah, I
come
guess
out
I
of
won't touch
paralyzed,
of
I
death
turn
him then.
around, I'm prepared to fight. It was like, good job, Dorus.
As he falls, what you got? Okay. Open your mic. What are you doing? Okay, he's looking at something. As the spell slams into him and you see his skin begin to rot away, you get this feeling of bubbling excitement, Dorus. And you see, as your black energy begins to fade, a faint tendrils of red energy begin coming off of Zucata and being absorbed into the crystal inside the skull. And it is just this overwhelming, bubbling excitement.
Yeah, and I snap my fingers and take the soul.
So you snap your fingers and a new coin appears in your hand.
Yep, new soul coin. Oh. I'll add this to my collection.
I want to run over and grab the quartz,
Okay.
just in case.
Okay. So you find it kind of like amongst the ferns and stuff like that. It had just rolled out from his hands.
Yeah, once we kind of like pat ourselves, everyone's unparalyzed or whatever. I will go over to, and I'd like to search the body for anything related to his past, like as a shellbinder. Like, does he have any of those tablets on him, or does he have anything that would indicate like where he's actually from, or if he has any relatives or anything we could.
He does
contact,
have a
that kind of
tablet
thing.
on him. That is the only possession he, well, and like multiple small bags of like food. like prepared foods like dried meats and breads and cheeses and that kind of thing.
I smell it. I instantly go for the cheese and smell it with my trunk.
I mean, it's just a good dry cheese, something that
Oh,
would
it's good
last a
cheese,
really
not
long
smelly
time.
cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll
But
make a note of it
it
then.
makes sense because when he was like whispering into everybody's head, it was like, we have food for you, we have rest for you, we have beds for you. So, and everybody did feel hungry and sleepy as soon as they got within a couple of miles of this dude.
Well, that's funny.
Okay, so Eoway, you have a crystal ball. Soli, you have a puffy face. But you no longer feel sick, though you may be off donuts for a little bit, as the sugar tried to come back up.
Can I do a quick investigation of the surrounding wildlife to see if there's like any herbs or something that could help Soli?
Yes. You, so go ahead and do nature, survival, whichever you choose. Probably survival.
That will be a 23.
A 23. Around this immediate area, no, but you do find, they almost look natural, but you can tell just because you haven't really seen them anywhere else that they were planted probably by Zucata and the Mousefolk. There's quite a few herbs, medicinal herbs, planted around the ruins, just to kind of blend in with the surrounding foliage, just to make it look natural, you know, not intrusive. And you're able to gather quite a few different ones from around the ruins itself to like for poultices, it might help the necrotic, you know, holes in Solor's skin.
I want to. Some of the herbs I want to like mash down and turn to like a paste, and I hand it to Soli, like, rub this under your eyes to get rid of the puffiness.
Thank you. Yeah, like this.
Ewe is so sweet to Soli. It's so sweet. I love it so much.
I never want to go through that ever again. I thought I was gonna die. I really did. I thought it was over. Thank you.
And then I'll get to work on making whatever to heal necroticness.
Okay. Easy enough. You can make some kind of poultice or something, even if it's just mixing it with a healing potion that you have. If you have like an older, like low-level healing potion, or any of the other herbs and flowers, and fruits and vegetables and stuff that you found throughout your travels for the healing, be able to make something to help with the necrotic side of the injuries, which are kind of nasty. Let's see, green, oozy.
If there's any good berry bushes, I can harvest them.
Unfortunately, there's no good berry bushes. Strangely enough, good berries don't seem to grow naturally in the material realm. It may be summoned from the Fae. So it's almost 10:30. So next session, just for notes, if you wanted to go through the ruins, you can. I already have a list of what's in there. We have about 10 minutes or so. If you wanted to take a peek at the tablet that he has on him. Okay. So
I'm going to rummage through the garden and everything in the surrounding areas.
okay. So make an investigation check. Dorus, as you settle, like as you activate this tablet, there's like, think of it as like windows, right? Or tabs. You have all of these different options, and they seem to be like times in his history, mainly like his later adult life. One of them you kind of peer in, and it seems to be his very beginning journey as a shalebinder, as far as actually being a crafter. So it's just going to be like his notes about what he was learning, the mistakes that he made, the things that he needs to improve on. You can back out of that real quick if you want to, Dorus. And then the next part is him finding his life partner and having children. They seem to have been together for a very long time. You get to see the children grow up into adults. As you just kind of skim through, just jumping through all of these notes that he's taken. And then more recently, there was an event while he's still trying to become a master shalebinder. A part of that journey, he ends up finding a vein of quartz, which isn't great in his notes for what they need it for, which is to infuse memories and keep track of histories or take other people's histories. It doesn't hold that. It's only really good for light, refraction, those kinds of spells that have to do with any of that, which isn't their magics. But he finds this beautiful formation of quartz, and they have to clear it out to get to the minerals that are still within the stone that they can feel surrounding it. But as he touches it, he hears a voice, and it's this echoing, peaceful voice that you are very familiar with, as he was able to place the memory into the stone. And she's just speaking incredibly calmly. I have a task for you, Shellbinder. There is a place far to the southwest where the isles float. Within this place, a very special being, and this being is under threat. Without you, they will perish, and everything you know with it. And it's just going through, and like, he does end up asking you a few questions. He's a scientist. He's not without questions. And she shows him some of these memories of what it was in the age of the first ones, but nothing like what y'all have seen. This is from a completely different perspective of, instead of it being this war and some of the gods fighting each other or fighting against the peoples, it's them trying to protect everybody. And the peoples, and even dragons and all of these different beings that you're not even familiar with, elves, fae beings, all of these beings were attacking the gods. And this memory is a complete opposite of what everything that y'all have come across, the living histories, the banners, the other tablets, the memories of even the fractured stuff that Nice had been able to come across in his own memories. And in the end of this entire conversation back and forth, as he's trying to fight against doing this, he's got a whole family here. He's got his shale binding. He has his work. She ends up showing Zucata the image of this anchor, giving her life force to protect the anchor of the weave itself. And that, strangely enough, it ends there. And this was like, I think the disruption was 11 years ago, when all of the humans and stuff like that invaded Avenvon. And he took this crystal with him on his journey, and he came across this community of mouse folk, And they found him fascinating. They thought his sciences and his magics were incredibly unique and creative, and they wanted to go on this journey with him. And he tried to dissuade them, but they decided that that's what they were going to do. Not only that, but the entire community like created this cult. So it's like a cycle of these mouse folk coming in, and then they'll cycle back home and more people will come. It's really interesting. But once he's here and settled, about the goddess in the crystal was silent, other than the power that kept seeping through and giving him more and more abilities. And then suddenly, about 6 months ago, he received a new message. And it was a vision of this being, what was left of their essence, falling. And with it, crashed down the archipelago. And in this vision was a group of adventurers that were going to be doing this. And
let me guess, it was the other group.
He wasn't given specifics. But that was about 6 months ago that he received that message.
Is the being balanced? Like, is the voice balanced?
It is. You can probably deduce that it would be balanced.
Well, you said it was familiar, so I assume
Yeah.
character we met.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I understand it at least.
Yeah. Now, I would say y'all have been together for about 11 months, maybe a year at this point. Minus you. But the adventuring group itself. So, and he got this message about 6 months ago.
Could it be that she was trying to warn him about the other adventuring group that is causing corruptions on some of the other places throughout Avonbon? And it just so happened that we got here first. Just floating a theory. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't mean for you to answer me. It was more towards the party as like a rhetorical.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened kind of thing.
I gotta go hit the sack, guys. Sorry. Time to go to bed.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll pick up there, and
Yeah.
then we can loot the place.
Record.
You ended the meeting. Well, it's not going to bring everybody back now.